Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I've got some swap bot goodies to share with you, and this time I'm creating some card candy. So I'm giving you a look there at the finished project. I did do a process video of as I was putting all of that together, but it was sort of all over the place and I made a bunch that I didn't really like. So once I had it fine-tuned down to the 6 that I wanted to use, I thought I would just go ahead and recreate all of them so it'll be cleaner and much easier for you to see what I was doing. So I'm starting out here with a bunch of different Valentines and glittery papers. I've punched those out using a Paper Studio punch, which is a 2-inch scallop circle. And I also cut some out of vellum and also used a 1-inch circle punch to cut out some little vellum circles as well. So here I'm starting on the first one, and my base is made from Papertrey ink Aqua Mist cardstock. Then I've taken this really pretty glitter. This gold, rose gold glitter is from a Die Cuts with a View rose gold cardstock stack. And then the other solid rose gold glittery piece is also from that stack. I'm not sure where I got everything else from. But I've taken that circle and I've cut that in half and I've glued that down on the bottom of the blue circle. Here I'm grabbing some stickers. These are left over from an old crepe paper collection called Hello Love. I'm going to fishtail both edges of that. And then I'll add a little bit of score tape or of foam tape behind that. I've also grabbed some heart-shaped cork stickers. I'm going to use one of the smaller ones and I'll place that in the center. And then I'm going to take the backing off of that foam tape and I'll place down my sentiment. For this next one, I've got some pattern paper that is sort of looks like a sheet out of a book. So I've grabbed this trim. This is from Hobby Lobby and it's a really pretty green vine. I'm just going to staple that down with my tiny attacher. And then I've grabbed my Maggie Holmes sticker book. I'm going to use one of these gorgeous roses and I'll grab my Sticky Thumbs Pop Dots and I'm going to add a few of those to the back of this. And then once I've got all of the backings peeled off, I'm going to place that down on top of my vine. This next one is really simple. I've taken 3 of these vellum circles and I'm just going to line those up sort of randomly, but so that they're overlapping. And then I placed down this glitter heart cardstock. And I'm covering that with some vellum that has some really pretty scripty gold writing on it. I'm going to staple all that in the center and then I'll grab one of the larger cork hearts and I'm going to place that down to cover up my staple. For this next one, the base is really similar. I'm going to take another 3 of those vellum pieces and then I will go ahead and line those up and add this floral. This is a really pretty floral pattern paper that has sort of a rose gold foiling on it. I again stapled those together. Now there I'm showing you the finished one. I had some smaller cork stickers and I ran out of those. So I happen to have this stack of cork from Die Cuts with a View. I'm going to take my 1-inch circle punch and I will punch one of those out. And then I'll go ahead and glue that down in the center. So it's slightly smaller. I think the one that I had previously used was probably about 1.5 inches, but I'm happy with the way this looks. I'm going to again go back to those Hello Love stickers. I'll grab one of those and this time I'm going to leave the ends just like they are and I'll just place that across the center. For my next one, I'm going to again use one of those blue bases and I'll go back to that green Hobby Lobby trim. I'll go ahead and staple that down trim off the edge there. And then I'm going to go back to that Maggie Holmes sticker book. And I'll pull out one of these butterfly stickers. I'm going to add a couple of pop dots behind that. And then again, I'll peel off the backing and place that down on top of the vine. Then to finish this off, I looked through for a word sticker and I found this one that says, "Hey Sunshine." I'm going to place that just on top of the butterfly there, and that will finish up that one. Finally, for this last one, I've grabbed some of these little 1-inch vellum circles, 4 of them to be exact. And I'm gonna, again, just line those up sort of sporadically, and I'll staple them together. And then I'm going through my book and searching for some hearts. So I found this black and white polka dot one. I'm gonna again go ahead and pop that up with some pop dots. These stickers are really thin, so the pop dots really help to make them a little bit more sturdy. And then I went ahead and glued down this vellum. Now, I really could have skipped this step. I don't know why I didn't. I could have just stapled the whole thing together. I don't know why I didn't do that. But I went ahead and glued it down. And then again, I will peel off the backing, and I'm going to place that heart right down in the center there to cover up my staple. So there I'm just showing you, I accidentally I just nicked my thumb on my guillotine trimmer, and it's the smallest little cut ever, but it was just on a section of my thumb that I kept bending and it just would not stop bleeding, so I finally just had to stop and go get a band-aid. So you will see that appear in several more videos because I was sort of on a roll and I didn't want to stop, so it'll pop up here and there as I start posting more Valentine's Day videos. I have gone ahead and lined up all of this card candy. I've added some removable glue dots to the back of each one. Here I'm going to peel away the backing and place these down. Off to the side there, you can see I have grabbed one of my saved packaging plastic pieces. I save these from pretty much everything that I buy. And I've gone ahead and taken this background paper and trimmed it down so that it would fit inside that sleeve. So I've gone ahead here and slid that down inside the packaging, and I've trimmed off a piece of patterned paper. This is from the Pebbles new Loves Me collection, and I've made that 2 inches wide by, I believe, 5.5 inches. I just measure however large the size of the plastic packaging is. And then I've scored that in the center at 1 inch and folded that over. Now normally I would staple these, but I was worried about the staple catching and also catching the background paper, and in that case they wouldn't be able to pull it out of the plastic. So rather than worry about that, I'm just going to go ahead and add some score tape to the back of this. This is 1/8 inch score tape, and I'm running that along either side. And then the trick to using the score tape is to just do one side at a time. So I'm going to peel that away and I'll place it down just to cover the edge of that background pattern paper. And then I'll fold that over and peel away the backing, and I'm just careful to pull up that plastic so that there aren't any weird bubbles or anything caught in there. Finally, I'm going to take this a sentiment from this Maggie Holmes sticker sheet. I think this is from the Shine collection, but I'm not positive. And I'll place it at the top there, and then that will complete the project. Here are a few close-ups for you. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I used. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.